You catch me by surprise! Welcome to Austin's beloved Perry Logan in Nothing! Nothing! You catch me by surprise! Welcome to Austin's beloved Perry Logan in Nothing! Nothing!
It's June 21st, 2007. All good liberals go to heaven!
They were warned about an attack by Al-Qaeda in America before 9/11, and they did nothing. They were warned about preemptively attacking Iraq and did nothing. They were warned about the consequences of abandoning Afghanistan and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging Iran and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging North Korea and they did nothing. They were warned about Katrina and they did what? Nothing! Whoa!
They were warned about Katrina. What did they do? They were warned about 9/11. What did they do? Nothing. Wow, it's almost like the Republicans are a big nothing. They were warned about global warming. What did they do, kids? Nothing. They were warned about Foley, Congressman Foley, and the Page scandal, the congressional Page scandal. And of course, they did nothing. They were warned about cutting funds for VA hospitals and medical services. And they did nothing. Wow. It's been like 6 years of nothing. They were warned about not adequately protecting our troops on the ground, and they did nothing. They did nothing. Nothing. They were warned about depleting our military preparedness, and they did nothing. Nothing. They were warned about billions of dollars in no-bid sole source contracts in Iraq, and they did nothing. You're watching nothing. Well, Perry, people say, what is nothing? Perry, what is nothing? Nothing is just a good word for what the Republican Party has given us. I'm the guy who likes to point out a pretty obvious fact that right-wingers just tend not to know. Oh, that's what I found out about the political right, is that there's just a lot of things that they just kind of choose not to know, baby. The right just chooses not to know. The Democrats have a long, proud list of accomplishments. Here it is.
It goes on and on, doesn't it? Doesn't it go on and on?
Look, this is the list of Democratic accomplishments. This, my friends, is just a quick look at the Democratic resume. It will not hurt. But if anyone wants to know what the hell the Democrats have done, this is what they've done! This will be on the final. Okay, you are looking at just a resume. My friends, I'm just presenting you with tons of information, concentrated information, don't you see? Look at all of those signal accomplishments of Democrats. This will be on the final.
I'm Perry Logan with a bleeding heart. The bleeding heart.
Hi, in case you just tuned in, you're watching nothing. Just kidding around, nothing. I thought it was a good word for the Republicans. And you, my friend, are looking at the almost endless list of accomplishments of the Democratic Party. Oh my God, look at this. Look at all this stuff. Look at all these accomplishments. Look at the Democratic resume. The right-wingers would feign you didn't know. Wow! They were warned about an attack by Al-Qaeda, and they did nothing. They were warned about preemptive attacks on Iraq, and they did nothing. They were warned about the consequences of abandoning Afghanistan, and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging Iran, and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging North Korea, and they did nothing. They were warned about Katrina, and they did nothing. They were warned about global warming, and they did nothing. They were warned about folly, and they did nothing. They were warned about folly, and they did nothing. They were warned about cutting funds, and they did nothing. They were warned about they were warned about attack by Al-Qaeda in America before 9/11, they did nothing. They were warned about paying the back, and they did nothing. They were warned about paying the attack in Iraq, and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging Iran, and they did nothing. They were warned about They were warned about global warming, and what did they do? They were warned about folly, they did nothing. They were warned about cutting funds for VA hospitals and medical services, they did nothing. They were warned about not adequately protecting children, they did nothing. They were warned about depleting our military, they did nothing. They were warned about I hope you are taping this show. All right, well, look for this show and tape it. Tape this show, please. Because all of that stuff that I just flashed by. Don't you see that list? Well, don't you remember? Okay. This show has just featured a quick list of the Democratic resume. Did you see that? Oh, it was incredible, and it was going so fast. And yet every one of those things is a real, documented accomplishments of Democrats. Accomplishment of Democrats. Every one of those things that was flashing by. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, here it is again. Okay, here it is again. Come on now, you should be taping this. If you are not taping this, you have extremely slow reflexes. This is the Democratic resume, which I want you to know frontwards and backwards. This is the Democratic resume, which I want you to know frontwards and backwards. Oh no, here it comes again, only it's going backwards. It's the Democratic resume, which I want you to know. Frontwards, backwards, sideways, and through. Frontwards, backwards, sideways, and through. Because you see, by contrast, what would the Republicans have? Think about it. In recent times, this current really, really bad version of the Republican Party, this version of the Republican Party has a lot of bugs. Well, if parties were computer programs, the Republican Party would be one big crash. They are the worst thing in the world. While you're memorizing the Democratic resume, which I've taken great pains to put here, I just want you to realize the Republicans could not do this. The Republicans could not do this. Why? Because they have accomplished nothing, don't you see? Don't you understand they were warned about an attack by Al-Qaeda in America before 9/11 and they did nothing? Yeah, nothing!
They were warned about preemptive attacks on Iraq and did nothing. They were warned about the consequences of abandoning Afghanistan and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging Iran and they did nothing. They were warned about not engaging North Korea and they did nothing. They were warned about Katrina and they did nothing. They were warned about global warming and they did nothing. They were warned about soy and they did nothing. They were warned about cutting funds for VA hospitals and medical services and they did squat. They were warned about not adequately protecting our troops on the ground and they did squat. Nothing, my friends. They were warned about depleting our military preparedness and they did blah. The Republicans have accomplished nothing. They are not. You are watching nothing.
My friends, they have lost all our allies of consequence. That's how inept they are. They have accomplished nothing, 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 nothing. Their attitude has been barbaric and high-handed in the best right-wing way. And now most of the world hates us. They took us from a position of high esteem under Bill Clinton. I'm sorry. Bill Clinton is greeted like a rock star because he accomplished something. Okay, here's what Clinton accomplished. What an informative show. My goodness, what an informative Perry Logan show we have here. Now here is just a taste, another of my wonderful lists. That's just compacted information, concentrated, tons of information. Incontrovertibly proving that the Democrats are the way to go! The Democrats are the way to go! A way to go! Oh, look at these accomplishments of Bill Clinton, all quite real. The much maligned Bill Clinton. These are his accomplishments. Going by at a blistering speed. Going by at a blistering speed, my friends. You will see in front of you the many, many and variegated accomplishments of the great Bill Clinton, the last elected American president. Bill Clinton, the last elected American president. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, well, listen. This is going to be on the final. I want you to study it. I'm going to go have lunch. Mr. Logan is having lunch. You should remain here and study these unbelievable accomplishments of the last elected American president, Bill Clinton. Please, no talking. No talking. This is Perry Logan's cat. You are watching nothing, baby. You are watching nothing. Whoa! Don't you see the Republican Party has brought America nothing but pain? Brought America nothing but pain. Yeah! Don't you see the Republican Party has brought America nothing but pain? Nothing but pain. The Republican Party has brought America nothing but pain. Ah, you see, they couldn't do a little list. We've been having some lists. And what is a list? Well, if done properly, a list is a great deal of concentrated information. what would the Republicans list in their resume? Got you stumped. Okay, I'm gonna go have lunch again while you think about the Republican resume. Mr. Logan is having lunch, during which time you are to review the Republican resume. Please, try, if you can, to think of a single Republican accomplishment. Ah, got you stumped, huh? What about the banking scandal? Don't you remember? It was like the biggest robbery of America ever. That was the banking scandal. Okay, put that on the Republican resume. Ooh, Iran-Contra. Oh, what a resume we've got going for the Republicans. What about the Nixon administration? Nixon administration, baby. Nixon administration, put that on the Republican resume. What about Ronald Desquad Reagan? Ronald Desquad Reagan. Ronald Desquad Reagan. Ronald Desquad Reagan. Put it on the resume, baby. Mr. Logan is continuing to have lunch or something, during which time you must continue trying to think of something the Republicans have done. Nothing. 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 Hi, you're watching nothing. Whole lot of nothing. It's just a conceit, you understand? It's just a conceit. We can't honestly and totally say the Republicans have done nothing. Look, everybody do this. I just wanted to see if I could get people to do this. No, everybody, I'd like you to think about things the Republicans have done. Okay, and do this. Everybody, hi, in case you just tuned in, we're considering the Republican resume. It's a whole lot of nothing, that's what we're saying. And we're doing this. You are invited to do this. Republican resume. Republican resume. Republican resume. It's a whole lot of nothing. But, of course, we would never say they did nothing. They've screwed up everything. They're driving the good people out of government, you know. My friends, the Bush administration is like no other. It's a record-shattering, precedent-shattering administration. Of course, what I mean is nothing worthwhile. The Republicans have absolutely given us, in recent years, the Republicans have given us nothing worthwhile unless they were imitating Democrats. Yeah! Whoa! Think about it, baby. Now, think about this. Once in a while, someone says to me, now, Perry, there's a few things Republicans have done that were good. When was that, for God's sake? Well, sometimes they'll go back to Lincoln, but that's absurd. Come on, that's absurd. Don't you know, I mean, come on, don't you remember your history? All you have to do is imagine if Honest Abe were alive today, he would be a Democrat. I'm pretty sure that not only would Honest Abe, if he were alive today, be a Democrat, baby, a Democrat, but there would probably be a special unit at the RNC devoted to slandering him. If Abe Lincoln were alive today, not only would he be a Democrat, but there'd be a special unit at the RNC devoted to slandering him. A special unit at the RNC devoted to slandering him. They'll go back to Lincoln and that just, oh, shut up.
Oh, shut up! Shut up, you degenerate right-winger!
I say with love.
Shut up, you degenerate right-winger! Get the hell out of my country! Hey, right-winger, get the hell out of my country! You degenerate traitor! You right-winger, you degenerate traitor! Degenerate traitor! Divided traitors! Divided traitors!
One moment while Perry settles down.
They were warned about an attack by Al-Qaeda in America before 9/11 and they did nothing. They were warned about preemptively attacking Iraq. They were warned about preemptively attacking Iraq and they did nothing. You are watching nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. They were warned about the consequences of abandoning Afghanistan, and they did nothing! They were warned about not engaging North Korea, and they did nothing. They were warned about Katrina. Oh no, Katrina. They were warned about Katrina, and they did nothing. They lost a major city. They have given us nothing. They have lost a major city. They have lost New Orleans. The Republicans lost New Orleans. They were warned about global warming and they did nothing. They were warned about Foley and they did nothing. They were warned about cutting funds for VA hospitals and medical services and they did nothing. They did nothing. They did nothing. They did nothing. They were warned about depleting our military preparedness and they did nothing. Now any nation in the world can easily invade us. They were warned about billions of dollars in no-bid sole source contracts in Iran, and they did nothing. They were warned about the deficit, and they did nothing. Soldiers are lying around in their own urine because of Republicans. They've done a whole lot of nothing and bought America nothing but pay. This will all be on the final. And now Perry Logan in nothing. George W. Bush is the first cokehead in the White House. George W. Bush is the first National Guard deserter in the White House. George W. Bush lost more jobs in his first year than any president in history. George W. Bush broke more international treaties than any in history. Nothing. These guys have done nothing. George W. Bush has the lowest job growth in American history. George W. Bush has more debt than all previous presidents combined. George W. Bush is the first administration to out a CIA agent for partisan reasons. George W. Bush presided over the worst terror attack in world history. George W. Bush is the first president since the Civil War to lose an American city. George Bush is the first president thought by many leading historians to be the worst president ever. George W. Bush is the first president to lose jobs on a monthly basis in 60 years.
Nothing. Nothing. George W. Bush is the first president in 10 years under whom median household income has fallen. George W. Bush has overseen 7 of the worst bankruptcies in U.S. history. George W. Bush is the first president since Herbert Hoover to preside over a net job loss. George W. Bush has shattered the record for the largest annual deficit in history. God damn it! George W. Bush has set an economic record for most personal bankruptcies.
Economic record for most personal bankruptcies. Filed in any 12-month period, Bush cut unemployment benefits for more out-of-work Americans than any other president in U.S. history.
Bush set the all-time record for any president presiding during the real estate fires when running. Bush set the all-time record for any president.
Hi, you're watching nothing. So we could go on all day with huge lists of good things about Democrats and bad things about Republicans. They have given us nothing. With a track record of doodly squat, it is clearly insanity for the Republicans to run anyone for president in 2008. Oh, we have got to spread the word. You know, the Republicans are going to get slaughtered again in 2008.
Yes, they are! The Republicans are going to get slaughtered again in 2008, baby! The Republicans are going to get slaughtered again! Oh, yeah, they're going to get slaughtered again!
We've got to tell them, though. Oh, come on, Republicans, you can't win. Oh, come on, you can't win. You can't win. You're gonna get slaughtered. You're gonna get slaughtered.
The Republicans are gonna get slaughtered!